Hello everyone. This is the first chapter of class 8 reading and analysis of maps. See, this is the picture taken from the satellite and this is the picture of a world map. Okay, and just I will give you the overall view of this lesson. I have to tell you the answers also. So first one, this is round world surrounded by water as conceived in Mahabharata. So in India, how the picture of a map is, how the world or the earth was like this. Map 2. See Meru, and these are the names of what they used for the location of the landforms on the earth, and it is believed that land is in between and it is surrounded. So this is another map which was believed that there are 7 dweeps and 7 continents. 7 dweeps of the world as conceived in ancient India. Ancient India. It was believed that there are 7 dweeps and 7 continents. And the names are like this. Pushkara Dweep, Jambudweep, Karauka Dweep, Palaska Dweep, Bharat Khand, Salmali Dweep, Salka Dweep. Like that. And another, there are around 4 to 6 maps. Here they have written about those. So first one, let's learn map drawn by Sumerians. Sumerians are the people of Iraq. Iraq means now that is called as Iraq. So they used to draw the map on a clay tablet. Okay, they are the first people for the civilization of human, and they store records. They used to draw the maps on the clay tablet for the purpose of income from there, where they have to get their income from, which country or which land or which states, like that. And it was Sadiq Isfani. In the Asian map makes an atlas was prepared in Jaunpur in the 17th century by Sadiq Isfani. So these are the Mughal period about, they are telling about the Asian maps. First who map prepared in India by the Sadiq Isfani, and these maps are prepared by the Sumerians or the Iraqians and Babylonians, the people of Iraq. See here, they have written 2600 years ago, and most of the things have missing, and they believe that they also believe that the earth is round and it is covered by the ocean, and they located these small circles. Can you see here? They believe that these are the inner circles are the cities, mountains, plains, rivers and all, and they have also drawn 7 triangles, 7 triangular oceans, and they believe they also believe that the earth is surrounded by the ocean, and in center they have located their city. And this one, this is the map by Sumerians, this is the map by Babylonians, and this is the map by Hecadius. There are 3 geographers who made this map, and this is called the world map after Hecadius. So they also believe that the earth is in a round shape or spherical shape, and they have located all these things are the lands. They have located Europe at the top, Libya, that is Africa, here, and Asia here. and they are the Greek people. So they have, see here, can you see this Greece in the middle for the trading purpose, and the surrounding states and countries. So these are the people who have covered from west to east, north to south, all the parts of the earth. Around the same time, Greek geographers like Anaximander and Hecadius of Miletus, now in Turkey, and Herodotus also prepared world map by arranging places from east to west and north to south. So they covered north to south and west to east by these people, and after Hecadius, it is called as map of Hecadius. And another map is map by Al-Idrisi. He was a Arabian geographer, and he also prepared map, but he is the one who used the latitudes and longitudes for preparing a map, and he prepared this map for his king for trading purposes. See, map are mostly used in the ancient times for the trading purpose only, and after that, when the discoveries were going on, so they need lots of locations of a map, and they have to travel through seas, and war also going on there in the African, in the European states. So for that purpose also they used to draw a map for locating from where they are trading their business, like that. And Greeks, and also I forgot here to tell, these are the Greek people, and we call Alexander, the famous king of Alexander, also wanted to conquer the world, and he also came to India in 2300 years ago. He was a Greek. Okay. Analysis of map in ancient time has become very important actually, because trading business and all means all the countries were busy in trading and traveling from one place to another. They were searching for land, which land has many crops or good for vegetation, climatic condition. So many things were going on. So they need a particular map for locating what are the things located in which part of the land. For that purpose, they prepared maps. And these are the Hecadius is the first one who started latitudes, and who used latitudes and longitudes. And he also, Al-Idrisi also used the same. And Ptolemy world map. He was the one who has given the most of his knowledge, or he has given so much of knowledge in preparing a map, and he also used all the information, and he Ptolemy world map is the most important map for locating a particular place, because his map gives a correct, not correct, I say, accurate position or a location of a particular place, and it took almost 200 years to just arrange latitudes and longitudes into a correct order, or just placing them uniformly, and with the help of those things they used to prepare the maps of the world. And Al-Idrisi I told you, he was the Arabian geographer. In 1154 he has prepared a map for his kings, and his map is also very helpful, and his map gives the accurate positions of Eurasian land and Gondwana land, I think you know. Eurasian land is the northern part of the hemisphere it covers. So it gives the more information about that land and a part of African continent, northern part of African continent, not the Gondwana land. World map according to Bible. According to Bible, this is the map. They have located. They also believe that the Earth is in a spherical shape and it is surrounded by ocean, and they have given this area in a sea. This landform they have given a name as Asia, and this is Europe, and one more, that is Africa. They thought that Asia is the largest landform because of the presence of Jerusalem there, and as the birth of their Jesus. Okay. Map based on the mathematical calculation prepared after reading the books of Ptolemy. See, after reading because most of the information was present in the books of the Ptolemy. So many European countries, when they were developing, when so many discoveries were going on in the 15th century in the European countries, Asia and Africa, and they were traveling to different countries, and they were also ruling the India, and they just colonizing all the countries, and they were just they are making colonies in the different parts of the world. So they need a map. So they just followed the Ptolemy map and prepared their own map by calculating the Ptolemy books, which was prepared by Ptolemy. See, during the 15th century, Ptolemy inspired a new enthusiastic in the non-Arabic world and some important schools, the Italian school, the French school, and the English school. The German school came up. Fortunately, this period happened to be an age of discovery and exploration, which popularized the map and its importance. So, at that time, map becomes the most important thing for the. So, they were very eager to prepare a particular accurate map was the most important thing, has become the important. And thus the Columbus went westward. So the Europeans have sent Columbus first, but he went to the western side. He discovered that North America and South America, on the western side. He went that way. Then the great man Vasco da Gama, who came India, came through Africa, and he was the one who has told that the world is not flat, it is round in shape, and he was the one who came first to India, and he came here, and he came to know the route of from Europe to India, and hence the colonization started, and people came from Greece, Spain, Portuguese, Turkeys, all the other European Britishers all came to India, and they started trading here. And one more, the main map prepared by the Gerardus Mercader in 1512 to 1594 in the Common Era, and this was the map which was followed now also, but just a few modifications has done, but this was the most accurate one in the 16th century. And projection in a map. Projection in a map, Madagascar projection means the map prepared by him becomes the Madagascar projection, and he was called the father of the Dutch cartography, today known as the Madagascar projection. Map making at the time of colonization. When British ruled India, they started making detailed maps of our country. They started survey in India also to know all the. See, this was the map prepared by the two or three scientists. They started when Britishers came to India. So they find so many resources here. So they want to do trade with or a business, not business, we say trading only with India, and they started a survey called a Survey of India, and from the they have appointed a where is his name, a chancellor, a surveyor general. James Renner was appointed the surveyor general, and he prepared one of the first survey based maps of India. See, he was the one who surveyed India. He started from Chennai to, and he went till Himalayas. And then after him, William Lambton began one of the most important geographical survey in the world, started from Chennai in the south and culminating in the Himalayas to determine the length of the longitude and the height of the various places. So he was the one who just also gives the heights of the Himalayas by with the help of length of the longitudes and also the heights of the various places. The survey was completed by Sir George. So three people, so these James Renner, William Lambton, and the George Everest. He was the first to establish that the Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world, and thus the name Mount Everest because of him only, who measured the height first time using scientific method. The survey began in Chennai, and because all the heights are measured from the sea level, maps were also in great demand during time of war as armies and force needed them. So because wars and all were also people were fighting for the independence, and so many things were there. Every part of the world were fighting for their independence. Some are fighting for their survivals. So many reasons are there, for food, for shelter, for just occupying lands. In those times, so many wars were going on all over the world, and thus the World War One and World War Two took place. After so many fights, and hope no other wars we should hear. And at the time of wars may very help. Okay, uses of maps in our times. So how maps are used? Maps are used in so many things. You can read this map in various purposes. It is used. We can for trade, sailing, for conquest and colonizing, for fighting wars. In our own times, maps are used extensively for planning and development of countries. This requires planners to identify the resources available in a region and the problems faced by it. This is done with the help of maps. For example, we can make a map of region which have very little drinking water. We can compare this map with maps showing water resources like rainfall, groundwater and rivers. Based on this comparison, we can decide what is the best way to make drinking water available to all the people of the region. And reading of thematic maps. Thematic maps are the different types of maps used for different purposes. They are physical, political, which gives the political maps gives the information of a district, states, countries. Physical maps gives the description of mountains, rivers, plateaus, and everything. And color maps describes the, we can use color for description of various things we want to look at. Like this, we have used dark green for forest, light green for grassland, brown for land useful for agriculture, yellow for cropped area, dark gray for mountains, light gray for hills. In that way, for preparing a map using colors. Make a population map. Population map is taken by counting a number of people staying in a particular area and taking its average by calculating in a population density by per square kilometer area. How many peoples are staying. This is the activity. See here 0 to 250. So 0 to 250 which state is located. They have given the here this table which state consists of how much population density is present. So you have to color like that 0 to 250. Which state? Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Odisha, Rajasthan, Sikkim, these are, and Uttarakhand. So these are the, you just locate and put a draw and see Jammu and Kashmir. All the names are here available. So bring a political map, write down these names, and by using this index you can just fill the map with colors. Convention symbols on maps. So symbols are also important for locating a particular things, or like what are the how many houses, how many railway stations, or whether it is a agriculture area, or it is a city, or in a city how many how much area is covered by the settlement of the people, where are the companies located, where is the factories located. All these things we can just draw a map with the help of symbols. See, we use different types of symbols here. For holy places we use these symbols. For like roads and everything, and railway station, post office, roads, rivers, and let me tell you, counter lines are important here. So counter lines gives the, see here, see, we can't draw each and every height of a particular thing. See, one mountain we can tell, okay, there it has it is from elevation. It is elevated from the sea level 0 to 500 meters, like that. We can, okay, just we can say, if we want to, if so many elevations are present on a particular land, how can we say that that much area is covered with the elevation of that land is elevated to that extent. So for that purpose we need a counter lines to draw on a picture. See, this is like this. These are the horizontal lines locating here 0 should be there, okay, 0 to 100 meters this area, 0 to 200 this, then 300, 400, 500, 600. But if we want to draw with the help of a counter lines like this, only just drawing a lines like this on a flat area, so we can just say this area is covered with 100 meters. First zeros, 100, 200, 300, 500. Likewise this one also, this is in a straight and this is like here. So this one becomes the highest area, then this 600, 500, 400, 3, 2, 100, in that way. Likewise this one also, by just drawing a lines and just indicating how much area is covered, which, see, central part, you can just write a number or a color. Just you just mention here color and tell this colored area is at a height of 1500 meters, like that. And this is the map of a Telangana. He is showing relief and drainage system. See here color they have used, 0 to 150 MSL, Greenland, mean sea level, okay, mean sea level, how much it is 0 to 150 and 150 to 300. So the heights of the land, just they have used here color and they have drawn just a color. We can't tell each and every how many mountains are there, how much area is, we can't draw. So we used, for that purpose we just used a color and just give a index here. In the same way, high rainfall is covered only in this area, whereas normal rainfall in this area. And these lines, these lines, this is the boundary line, and this is the straight boundary lines. Straight district lines are the light lines, and this bold line, this is the line of the boundary line of the state. In the same way, this is the Telangana soil. So black soil is present only in these areas, and red soil present in all these areas. This is the boundary of the district to district, and this is the bold, dark color is the boundary of the state. And thus over. Okay, let me give you the few answers here. See, different kinds of thematic maps: choropleth map, heat map, proportional symbol maps, dot density maps, animated time series maps, physical, political, historical, population density map. These maps are there in your textbooks for thematic maps. Okay, see these also. Other special purpose maps show specific data such as climate, population density, road maps, natural resources maps, etc. Okay, I will just zoom this also, so that you can understand why they have used different colors to this. Okay. So this is the colored map. See, only countries. Just we give here a number and just give a color to like this. Okay, we can say this is the area which is covered by a whole green forest, like that, or whole full ice, yeah, like that. Bendigram map categories. Isolines. Counter lines are also known as isolines, and these are the different average temperature. This is showing this map is showing the temperature, that is in Fahrenheit, and which how much degrees is there in which area. So they have indicated here in the index, and by the looking at the color you can just find out how much temperature is there in which area. And this is also a population legend. This is a population legend. Okay, this is the place for the for just to show the density of the population of India in each state. See, okay, like this, just coloring with color. Cities in India with population greater than 2 millions. Only we want to know which area is covered with the greater population. So we use small circles, middle circles, and large circles. So these circles are the places where much density of population is present, like that. And these are dotted map, 1.1%. So this is indicating like this, and this is a scale. This is the scale they have used. This is a compass. This also gives the information. In what way were the making of maps made by British different from one made by Ptolemy? So this is the answer. So they have told how to write about these geographers also. Ronald Emerson. This is a small, you can say so much was there, but only this thing I have taken. You can just read it once. And this is the Stanley, Henry Morton Stanley. A lot is there about him. We just Google and study. And he is the David Livingstone. See about his children. He has 6 children. Users of maps. These are the users of maps. You can write, you can study the full, or you want to study one, means one, it's up to you. And the projection, they have given a few keywords: projection, symbols, geographers, counters, and cartography. So I have taken like this. So projection means what? Symbol means what? Geographers, counters, and cartography. Just take down this. The creation of a map projection involves 3 steps in which information is lost in each step. Selection of a model for the shape of the earth or round body, choosing between a sphere or an ellipsoid. Transform geographic coordinates, longitudes and latitudes to plane coordinates, easting and northing. Reduce the scale. In manual cartography, this step came second. In digital cartography, it comes last. Symbols. A map symbol is a graphical device used to visually represent a real world phenomenon or a characteristic thereof on a map, working in the same fashion as other forms of symbols. Geographers. A geographer is a scientist whose area of study is geography, to study of Earth's natural environment and human society. The Greek prefix geo means earth and the Greek suffix graphy means description. So the geographer is someone who studies the earth. Counters. Counter mapping refers to effort to map against dominant power structure to further seemingly progressive goals. The term was coined by Nancy Pelosi in 1995 to describe the commissioning sorry, of maps by forest users in Kalimantan, Indonesia, as means of contesting state maps of forest area that typically undermined indigenous interest. Cartography. Cartography, the art and the science of graphically representing a geographical area, usually on a flat surface such as a map or chart. It may involve the superimposition of political, cultural, or other non-geographical division onto the representation of geographical area by the ocean. Okay.